apostles. And like I was asking Apostle Bonnie-Bush this morning if he has a testimony to share today, just like he did yesterday. And he said, yes, of course, we always have testimony. Testimony is always on our lips, and we give praise to God for that. Okay, so the testimony is we are here today, we are alive, and we are partaker of this massive project, and we give praise to God for that we are not part of those that are murmuring or talking ill about SWIFTtrip. It's something we ought to be proud of, and we give praise to God for that. So to every one of us that are here this morning, we want to say a very big welcome to you. And it's another exciting moment to talk about SWIFTtrip. Before we proceed, I will quickly introduce myself. I am Favorin. I am the international admin of SWIFTtrip and also the personal assistant to the CEO, Honorable Richard Nadi. And if today is your first time of joining us this morning, all we are saying is for you to give us keen attention, pay full attention, and I want to assure you that at the end of this meeting, you will leave this meeting becoming a better person of you, like you become the better version of yourself with the SWIFTtrip understanding. The same way you used to know SWIFTtrip, it will be elevated. It must have increased by the end of today's presentation, and that is why we keep saying that no knowledge is a waste. We are always live here 13 times every week. Being here 2 or 3 times a week, it's not a waste, because like I said, there is no knowledge that is a waste. You're joining the meeting in one way or the other. You must have learned 1 or 2 things. It simply means the same way you join the meeting is not the same way you're leaving the meeting, and additional knowledge has been added to you. So that is why it's very important to join our meetings. Okay. And like I said, in the course of this meeting, we will be answering most of our questions, especially if it is your first time of connecting with us. We'll be answering some of the questions that you would want to ask. And notwithstanding, at the end of the meeting, at the end of this presentation, the privilege will be given to you to ask your question. Okay, so if as we are making the presentation, as I'm giving a presentation, as I'm teaching and telling us what this business is all about, and you have a question that you would want to ask, all you just need to do is to write it down. Like I said, at the end of the meeting, the privilege will be given to you to ask your question. So straight into the business of the day. We want to look at what this business is all about. What is SWIFTtrip? Why do we have people always talking about SWIFTtrip tirelessly? What is this business all about? You want to understand the concept of SWIFTtrip. All of this will be shown to you in the course of this presentation. Now, if you can see the screen, first of all, you can tell that this business has to do with transportation, has to do with mobility, has to do with mobility. 2 kinds of mobility, as you can see on the screen. It has to do with accommodation, hospitality. Yes. And if you're getting that already, you are absolutely correct. And the name alone, SWIFTtrip, fast trip, tells you that it is indeed a mobility business, a transportation business, and that is what SWIFTtrip is. And SWIFTtrip is a transportation business and more. Yes, it is a transportation business and more. Now let us look at the presentation guide of today's meeting. Okay, these are the areas we'll be covering in today's meeting. We'll be looking at what SWIFTtrip is. We'll be looking at where we are as we speak, and also we'll be looking at how our customers are going to benefit from this business. Now, who are these customers we are talking about? We are talking about people that are not shareholders of this business, knowing fully well that you as an owner of this business, you are the very first hand customers of this business. Okay, so later on we will show you that. But then this is how our customers are going to benefit. The people we are talking about are the mere customers, those that are not co-owners of the business, those that are not shareholders of the business, those that are not subscribers of this business. We will show to you how they are going to benefit just by patronizing the company, and then we will then take you or show to you how you as an owner of this business, how you as a subscriber of this business will benefit from this business. Okay, so these are the areas we'll be looking at in today's presentation. Now, the very first question that is on the screen today is asking us, what is SWIFTtrip? What is SWIFTtrip? And do we have an answer to that? Of course we do. Now, we are telling you that this business called SWIFTtrip is a business that will be built on the latest version of the internet, on the latest era of the internet, which we call the Web 3.0. That is the latest version of the internet. It's a mobility business, a commerce service providing business, a hospitality business that will be built on the Web 3.0. Like I said, the Web 3.0 here is the latest version of the internet, and it is decentralized in the sense that it gives you and I, the end users of this app, the total privilege to control this app, to perform transaction at our own convenience. Yes, the validation without the the approval of anybody. You approve it. You are the CEO. You are the one in charge. It is decentralized. What we are building, we're building all of this on a smart contract. SWIFTtrip is that business, the mobility and commerce service providing business that is set to change our lives, that is set to elevate us, that is set to transform us, that has come to liberate everyone, to eradicate poverty from our lineage. That is what SWIFTtrip is. SWIFTtrip is a business like no other. It's a business like no other. It is only meant for those that are capable of seeing this that we are showing to them. It's a business that will change you. It's a business that you will be proud of venturing into. That is what SWIFTtrip is. An echo chain enterprise. An echo chain in the sense that everyone in the system, we are connected to each other. There is no one person that will just go on and say, nobody introduced me to SWIFTtrip, so I am alone. No, it's an echo chain enterprise. Before you join the business, someone told you about it. And that person that told you about it has included you in that chain. So it's a closed system, an echo chain enterprise. And we are building this platform, this robust platform for robust services. Like I said, this is a business that will change our life, that will transform us for good. The next level of innovation that is set to make you and I a trillionaire in dollars. A trillionaire in dollars. Now, let us look at the next slide. If you don't understand the definition I've given to you, I will simplify it. I will tell you that SWIFTtrip is a transportation business, a commerce service providing business that connects a passenger and a driver, or a seller and a buyer. That is what SWIFTtrip is. In order to solve those needs, okay? It connects a passenger and a driver, and also a buyer and a seller, in order to solve that need. Now let's look at the next slide, which is the services, the core services of SWIFTtrip. What are SWIFTtrip services? What are the services we will be rendering? What are those services that is capable of making me, that is capable of making you a trillionaire in dollars, just like I said earlier on? What are the services? Now, with these services, you will be able to understand, you will be able to see if truly this business is capable of making you a trillionaire in dollars. Now, let's dive to the next slide. And what are our services? We have 5 major services, 5 major core services. And number 1, we have the aviation. Number 2, we have the e-taxi, we have the e-commerce, we have the logistics, and also the hospitality. All of these built on what? Blockchain. All of this built on blockchain. We are coming to own all of these 5 services. We are coming to own all of these. Before now, you and I might not have the privilege to even have access to a business like this, or an opportunity like this, or a service like this. But then, this platform has brought us together to not just own one unique or one amazing service or one amazing business, but rather 5 amazing services. That is the power of information. I come again. That is the power of information. Somebody informed you and you decide to be part of it, to own all of these 5 services. The power of information and decision. Now, quickly, we want to look at those 5 services, which I call 5 alive. 5 alive services. Now, let's look at these services if it's something that is new to us or something that is already in existence. Now, we take the very first one, which is the aviation. SWIFTtrip Airways, powered by SWIFTIFY. This is an example of aviation business. Yes, you can see that we have services or we have companies that are into the aviation business already. The likes of Air Peace, ValueJet, Arik, Ibom Air, and a whole lot of them out there. All of these are aviation platforms. All of these companies are into the aviation business. Imagine owning an airport. Because in SWIFTtrip, we are not saying, okay, we will just be paying for where our aircraft will land. No, we are owning our airport. We are building our terminals. We are building our offices there. Begin to see yourself as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip. If you are as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, begin to see yourself operating in SWIFTtrip Airport. Elevate your mind. Elevate your thinking. By the time you begin to see yourself in that future, then you will begin to operate in it. You will begin to live in the future. That is why the CEO will always tell you and I that he is not seeing himself here. What he is seeing himself in the aviation office. He's seeing himself talking to people there as the CEO of the business. So by the time we all as shareholders begin to operate in that realm, then you will see that we will definitely live it. We will live in it. Our mind would shift. There will be a massive shift in our mind. That is the power of the mind. So you're coming to own a business that millions of people, billions of people will patronize, and as they are patronizing, they are enriching you. Amazing. Amazing. So this is an example of or these are examples of aviation platform. Now when we look at the next one, which is the e-taxi, the e-hailing, we have the likes of Uber. I believe this name is not strange to us. It's very familiar to us. Uber, Bolt, InDrive. These are names that are very familiar to us, and we don't need to start breaking all of this down before you understand what we are talking about. No, this is out there. Everybody can see what we are talking about. The Uber, the Bolt, the road transport, that you can book your ride at wherever you are, and someone will come and meet you at that place and take you to where you want to go. Is it church? Is it school? Name it. Anywhere you want to go. And by the time the ride is complete or the trip is completed, you make your payment. Because it's not free. You will make your payment. You're coming to own this service in SWIFTtrip. Now, the next one, which is the e-commerce. And I love explaining this part like this, that commerce is buying and selling, which you and I have been practicing. We've been practicing. We came to this life, we met this commerce. And the truth is that you and I will live this life. This commerce will still be in existence. And what does that tell you? That we are not coming to build a business that is just coming to last few years, that is coming to last for 1-2 decades. No. What we are building is a lifetime business that we will no longer be in existence, but yet the business will still pay us for life, to pay our generation. It's a transgenerational business. It's not a business you don't miss out on. No, do not miss out on SWIFTtrip for any reason. Now, this commerce, which is buying and selling, once it's brought to the online space, it is considered as what? Electronic commerce. That is the E you're seeing in front of it. Are there companies that are into this e-commerce business? Yes, as you can see on the screen, we have Amazon, we have Jumia, we have Gigi, we have a whole lot of them out there. We have many, countless. These are platforms that you can purchase whatever you want to purchase. You can buy and sell in that same platform. And by the time you've bought and you've sold in this platform, now another question is, how do you convey those things you bought to your location, or to the rightful location, to where it ought to be? Now, fear not, as we have also another service that will take care of that, which is the logistic service. All of this in one app. All of this in one app. This platform will take your product, your goods, those things you've bought, to where they ought to be. Are there companies that are into this logistic business? Yes, we have the OBS, we have the DHL, we have the FedEx. These are e-commerce platforms. These are logistic platforms. We also have the God is Good Logistics. All of these are e-commerce. All of these are logistics platform. It's not new. If you are listening to me, you will know that it's not new, because I can point to 1 or 2 companies that are rendering the service that I am talking about. So this is not a business you should miss out on. Then the 5th one, which is the hospitality business, and we call it what? Swift Home. Congratulations to you and I. Congratulations to the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, because right now, as we speak, we have we've secured our own land worth over ₦1 billion. Close to ₦1 billion rather. And this property or this land that we've secured, that we've acquired, we are looking at erecting the tallest building in Rivers State and in most states. This is our achievement, you and I. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to achieve this. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to secure this land. So it's congratulations to you and I that when we are saying we will do, you are beginning to see those things that we are telling you that we will do. Now you can tell that your money is indeed working, or your money, the company is using your money to work, to do something. Amazing. Amazing. Congratulations to us. This hospitality we are talking about is hotel. We are building this hotel platform or hotel business that enables that enable people, customers to patronize us. And as they are patronizing us, guess what? You are earning. You are earning from that patronage. As they are patronizing us, you are earning. Are there examples of hotel business? Is this something you're new, you've never heard of? Of course, you've heard of it. We have the likes of Transcorp Hilton. We have we have Presidential Hotel. We have Blue Ribbon Hotel. We have the Responsible Leader Hotel. All of these are examples of hotel business. The ones you know, the ones the other person know, the one close to you, the one close to your church, the one close to your office. All of those are examples of hospitality business. So we are coming to build something massive. We are coming to build something massive. Now, we are not saying that you as an owner of this business, you will just own one. No, you're not owning one. Rather, you're owning all of the services we are rendering or we will be rendering. You're owning what? All of the services we will be rendering. Both the ones we have now and the ones that will be coming in the future. Okay? So congratulations to us. Please help me with this. My light is off. Thank you. Congratulations to us, and you're doing great things. Together, we will bounce right to the top. We'll do what? Bounce right to the top. Now, we want to look at the next slide. Has SWIFTtrip gone live? After hearing all of these, has SWIFTtrip gone live? That is a question you want to know or you want to answer. Has this business gone live? Now let's look at the next slide. We say no, SWIFTtrip has not gone live. As we speak, we are at the vision phase. We are at the development phase. And we are calling out for you. We are calling out for subscribers. We are calling out for shareholders. We are calling out for pioneers to come together. Let us own this business. Let us develop this business. We are calling out for like minds. Now that it's still at the vision phase, let us come together and build this business. It is for everybody. So long you are seeing the picture or the future that we are showing to you, it is for you. Now let's look at the next slide. How much will it cost for me to be a shareholder in this business? How much will it cost for me to be an owner of this business? Now let's just look at that. We said subscriber subscription plan. We have what we call the profit share slot. And what is that? The node unit. How much is the node unit? $180. $180 is all it takes for you to be an owner of this massive business. For you to own all of these services we are talking about as little as what? $180. Now, from that $180, $100 is what is used for the project fee, and $80 is what? The campaign fee, advertisement fee. What does that tell you? That even now that we've not launched the business, you as an owner of this business, you can earn from the what? The campaign of SWIFTtrip, from the advertisement of SWIFTtrip. As you are advertising, as you are campaigning about SWIFTtrip, you are earning. And you cannot come in and say, okay, I don't know how to talk to people, I don't know how to campaign SWIFTtrip, I don't know what to say. So can I just pay $100 since it's a project fee and forfeit the $80? No, sir, you can't. What you are paying is $180. And once you paid out $180, you get what? Your ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places 125%, just like you can see on the screen. Okay, 0.0 in 5 places 125%. It simply tells you that from every transaction that happens, you will be earning according to this ownership percentage. All right, now let's look at the next slide, which is asking us, when will SWIFTtrip go live? When are we going to launch the business? It's very simple here. We say SWIFTtrip profit share is 5% in volume. Business launch is at the sales of 3% share volume. And what is that telling you? We are telling you that by the time we sell 3% out of this 5%, we are going to launch the business. We are going to launch SWIFTtrip. And how many persons will consume, or how many units are there in 3% share volume? It's 2,400,000 node units. And how did we get that? Let us quickly show that to you. Listen, we say minimum volume to sell is what? 3%. Now we are bringing 3% to divide it by your ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places 125%. If you do that, what you will get is 2,400,000 node units. And earlier on, we used to say 1 man to 1 unit, and that is because we that's in the past. And right now, what we are seeing is 2,400,000 node units, whereby shareholders can own multiple units. They can own up to 10 units. That is maximum of 10 units. Okay, so we are not telling that you must own 10 units. If you have the money for 1, 2, 3 units, you can buy. If you have the money for just extra units, that's 1 unit adding to your main account, it's now 2. You can. Okay, so it's a privilege you are giving to everybody to own, to all shareholders to own multiple units in SWIFTtrip. Multiple units in SWIFTtrip, and you're also getting it at a slashed price. Instead of $180 as a shareholder, you're getting it for what? $150. $150. The same way an account will pay you, the same way one account will pay you, is the same way all the extra units will pay you. Imagine you being a trillionaire with 1 account. Then how much more would you be if you have multiple units? If 1 account can give you 1 trillion naira, imagine what 2 accounts will give to you, 3 accounts will give to you, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 accounts will give to you. Okay, so remember, this offer lasts just for this month of July. After 31st of July, the offer is no more. So as a shareholder, I believe you are happy to hear this, and I believe you're buckling your belt to make sure you secure your node. All of this is in support of the 20-story hospitality we are talking about, the 20-story hospitality project we are talking about. Okay, so don't hesitate. Okay, now let's quickly look at the next slide, which is showing to us, or asking us, or telling us rather, initial business launch before we scale globally is in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom. Okay, these will be our first 2 countries of launch. Then you can see our certificates of incorporation. We have the CAC, we have the EFCC certificate, we also have the United Kingdom certificate. These are the certificates that we have in SWIFTtrip. You can look at the company's registration number and do your findings if you want. You can also check that of the United Kingdom, where we also have the company's number, and you can see that we've been registered in England and in Wales. So we are satisfied. We are certified, okay? So let's move to the next slide. We want to quickly look at what makes SWIFTtrip stand out from others. What is that uniqueness? What is that thing that will make Mr. A want to patronize us and not patronize the other company who is running the same service as we? Now, we are introducing what we call the PYC. The PYC is what we are introducing. I believe before now you've never heard of the PYC, especially if you're not a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, because we are the first company globally to invent or to introduce the PYC. Before now, what you and I are so familiar with, we are so used to, is the KYC. The KYC. And what does that stand for? As we all know your customers. And SWIFTtrip is saying that is not enough. We should make sure that after knowing these customers, we put them on payroll, that whenever they patronize the company, they earn from that patronage. So we are introducing the pay your customers policy. We are the first, like I said earlier on. Now, how is this going to work? How is this PYC going to work out? Very simple. Let's look at this chart we have on the screen. I believe we can see my screen. Let me be sure we can all see my screen. Okay, I think we can see my screen. All right. We want to quickly look at this chart that shows us the profit share, the e-taxi profit share. If a transaction happens, how will that money, the amount paid, how is it going to be shared? That is what we want to look at. And we are telling you this morning that in SWIFTtrip, every transaction that happens, the company sees it as 100%. It is considered as 100%. It does not matter how much it is, even though the price of trip vary. It does not matter. All we just know that it is 100%. Even if the trip is to cost 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, 20, 50,000 naira, that is 100%. Okay. Now, how will this 100% be shared? If you look at the screen, we have what we call the passenger, whom we are seeing as the profit generator. They are the generators of the profits. They are generating the profits. While the drivers are the service provider. They are the one rendering the service out there. Now, let's look at this now. You can see we are assuming this passenger paid a sum of, let's say, 10,000 naira, which, like I said, it's 100%. Now, let us share this 100%. That is 10,000 naira to everybody. Now, 2% of that 10,000 naira that was paid, which is 100%, goes to the passenger who booked that ride. Amazing. That is a PYC we are talking about. 2% goes back to the passenger who booked the ride. This is not a bonus for next ride. This is money that this passenger can decide to withdraw and purchase whatever he or she wants to purchase. Okay, so 2% goes to the passenger who booked the ride. Then let's look at the next slide. 10% goes to the company that is the platform provider. The company is the platform provider. What is this 10% used for, if you care to know? It is used for global expansion. It is used for the launch of business in other parts of the world. If you want to launch the business in China, in Cameroon, in Italy, in India, this 10% will take care of that. The 10% is used for the global expansion. Now, we also have 5% that goes to the shareholders of SWIFTtrip. Who are the shareholders of SWIFTtrip? You and I. We also earn from that transaction. We earn from that transaction. So 5% goes to the shareholders, which is you and I. Now 5% plus 2% that went to the passenger, that is 7% plus 11%. That is a total of 17%. Okay? 17%. Now let's look at the next slide, which shows us how many percent the driver gets. The driver gets 80% in this analysis, in this profit distribution. Okay, 80% goes to the driver. And you might be asking, why is the driver getting 80%? That is because this driver is the one making this transaction happen, is the one that will have to go to the roads to pick this driver, that will have to fuel his car, it will have to maintain his car, and also know that this driver is earning this due to his effort. is earning this lion's share because he is the one putting in effort, while you and I are just relaxed at wherever we are, and once the transaction happens, once the transaction is done, we earn at the comfort of wherever we are. So that's why the driver is getting the bigger share of the percentage. Now this 80% plus 17%, that is 97%. Now 3% is shared to the customer's passengers referral and also the customer's driver referral. Like I said, in SWIFTtrip, it's a closed system. Nobody can just come in and say, nobody introduced me to SWIFTtrip. No, it's not done. We all are connected. We are connected. Now, even by the time we've launched the business, we are still connected to each other, because a non-seller cannot just go to the app and go to Play Store and download the app. No, someone must refer you. Someone must refer you, and you will use that person referral link to download the app or to access the app. So that is why we say it's a closed system. If you look at this critically, you will know that in this we are able to track our our drivers and also our passengers. Okay, so the security issue that some of these e-taxi business they face as the day goes by, we won't be facing it much. Okay, so we've looked for a way to handle or to solve that aspect of security between the passengers between the passengers and the driver, because some persons will be like, okay, if a driver did not, or the driver is not professional with his work, the driver can be sanctioned in all of these e-hailing transport companies that are already in existence. The driver can be sanctioned if he or she is not, if the driver is not performing well. Okay, but if the case, if this happens to the passenger, if it's the passenger that is not doing well, or maybe the passenger is doing something illegal, let's look at kidnapping or armed robbery, we won't, or those companies won't be able to trace the passenger. Okay, but now in SWIFTtrip we have record of both the passenger and that of the driver. So it simply means we can easily access our passengers and our drivers. We have their details, we have their contacts, we have everything that you need. So the area or the aspect of security has been solved. Okay, so that is that. And so I want to quickly look at how this is being shared. The first generation of the passenger who booked the ride gets 1%, the second generation gets 0.3%, the third generation gets 0.1%, and the fourth generation gets 0.1%. Likewise, the customer's driver referral, first generation 1%, second generation 0.3%, third and fourth generation 0.1% respectively. Add it up is a total of 3%. That's 1.5 plus 1.5, 3% plus 97%. That is a total of 100%. Now, that is how this is being distributed. That's how this is being shared to everyone involved. You can see, and also note that the same PYC, that is a 2% that goes to the passenger who booked that ride. The same thing applies to all the services we are rendering: the aviation, the e-commerce, the logistics, the hospitality. Okay, the same 2% goes to the passengers or the customers, if I may say. Now, quickly want to look at who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip. Who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? Let's quickly look at that. You can see he is a young man, a young and energetic man, a lion, a man with a lion heart, and he keeps professing that in him lives the Ancient of Days, and indeed in him lives the Ancient of Days. He's a very focused, intelligent and smart man, and all of this we give praise to God because it's God's doing. I will thank God for God's divine wisdom upon him. Thank God for all he is doing through his son, Honorable Richard Nadi, who is in Nigeria from Enugu State. Okay, we are happy to have you, sir. As we keep saying, we all are happy. We all that are shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we are happy to have you as the CEO of SWIFTtrip. We'll see what God is doing through you, and we'll pray that your oil will never run dry. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. So, thank you very much, sir. And I want to quickly look at how you profit as a subscriber of this business. How you profit as a subscriber of this business. I want to show to you how you earn in the future. How you earn in the future. When we've launched business, when transaction is happening, when movement is going on, how are you going to earn as a shareholder, as a subscriber, as a co-owner, as a pioneer of this business? Mind you, those words mean the same thing, okay? So, we are looking at, first of all, the e-taxi per trip profit evaluation. And we are assuming a trip cost 8,000 Naira in Nigeria and another trip cost $10 in the United States. Sorry, a trip costs 8,000 Naira in Nigeria, or a trip costs $10 in the United States. Now, if a particular trip, or if one trip costs $10 or 8,000 Naira, how much will you earn as a shareholder who owns 0.0 in 5 places 125%? It's very simple. All you need to do is to multiply the cost of the trip by the ownership percentage, and you will get your profit. And in this, we already did the calculation. We said 8,000 Naira, which is the cost of the trip, multiplied by your ownership percentage, which is 0.0 in 5 places 125%. If we do that, what it's going to give us is 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo. And if we are multiplying $10 multiplied by our ownership percentage, it will give us 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents. This is not small, just as we keep saying. You might be looking at it and you say, this is very small. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to achieve with this little or minute amount? I can't do any. In short, it's insignificant. That's what you might be even saying. But then we are telling you that this is not small. This is not insignificant. This is massive. This alone, this cent and kobo is this cent and kobo that will change our life, that will make you and I trillionaires in dollars? Yes. Why? The difference is that the difference between you and that man who is working with his effort, trying to make ends meet, the difference is that he does not own a system, but you own a system. You are employing every citizen to work for you. And as they are working for you, you are earning. You're making your profit. Now, imagine we have over 8-point-something billion people in the world today. Imagine SWIFTtrip launch all over the world and we have these persons patronizing the company. You have 8-point-something billion people working for you and you are earning. That is the power of system. That is the power of what? System. So that is why quickly we'll be looking at how this cents and this kobo can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. How is it possible for this cent and kobo to make us millionaire, to make us billionaire, to make us trillionaires in dollars? Now let us look at where we could be in 5 years from now. These 5 years we are talking about, we are saying 5 years and this business is in operation. We are saying 5 years, SWIFTtrip has launched this business in 5 years and we have been performing transactions from the very first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and the 5th year. So we want to accumulate all the trip that has been performed in the space of 5 years that we've been in existence, that we've launched the business, that business has been in operation. And we are pointing out or citing a worst case scenario of 50 trillion trip performed. Of what? 50 trillion trip performed. Yes, that is a worst case scenario because the best case scenario we're giving to that is 3 years. You're looking at 3 years to perform 50 trillion trips. 3 years. Now, since we are calculating, we can be doing best case scenario. Let us work with the worst case scenario. That if we accumulate all the trips that happen in Nigeria in the space of 5 years, we accumulate all the trips that happen in China, in Cameroon, in India, in Australia, in Italy, South America, North America, all the continents together, we are saying that all of them is 50 trillion trips. Indeed, you can see it's a worst case scenario. Okay? Now, another thing is, We are also looking at the fact that all of these 50 trillion trade that is performed globally cost 8,000 naira or $10, just like we did for the per trip analysis. We are saying it costs $10 or $8. Remember when we did calculation for the $10, that's per trip analysis, it gave us 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. That's what you can see on the screen. 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. That's per trip profit per dollar. And that of per trip profit in naira is 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. Now we are assuming all of these 50 trillion that happened globally cost $10 or 8,000 naira, which you and I know it's never going to be possible because trips will be very flexible depending on the distance covered. Now we simply do 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents, multiply by 50 trillion trip, that is 50 and 12 zeros. If you do that, what you will get is $6.25 million. This is the power of volume that we are talking about. The power of volume, like I said, is a system you own. A system that pays you for life, that pays you effortlessly, that pays you consistently. That is the system we are talking about. Now, if you multiply that of the naira, 0.0 in 3 places, 1 multiply by 50 trillion trips. If you do that, what you will get is 5 billion naira. This is amazing. And also note that this calculation is just from the e-taxi. Have we calculated for aviation, e-commerce, logistics, or hospitality? No. This is just what one service is yielding for us. This is just what one service is giving to us as a worst case scenario profit. A worst case scenario profit in 5 years after the launch of business. So amazing. So I wonder why someone would see this and then still decide not to be part of it. It's not ordinary. It's not ordinary at all. The truth is, the fact is, we'll be claiming that we don't want to venture into a business, an online scam or online business. Then we most times are leaving the legit one to fall into the one that will still scam us. That is it. That is it. This is not a business that you should miss out on. Just like we keep resounding, do not miss out on SWIFTtrip, because if you do, you only have one thing. And what is that? Regret. You will regret. And if you are also here, let me also help everyone. If you are here and you're looking at it as this 50 trillion trip, how possible it is for us to perform 50 trillion trip in 5 years, please sir, please ma, expand it to whatever year that you think is possible for us to make this number of trip. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, as the case may be. But the truth is, a day will come, by the time we calculate all the trade that is performed globally, you will see that will amount to 50 trillion trips. Okay, so that is it. Look at how your subscription fee of $100 has yielded for you $6.25 million or 5 billion naira. Okay, with your ownership percentage of 0.0 in 5 places, 125 cents. SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. It's not a business you should miss out on for any reason. Okay, now I want to quickly show to you how you earn in the now that we've not launched the business, now that we are still campaigning. How do you earn now that this business is still in development? Okay, we'll quickly show that to you. And we are telling you that we have a corporate global challenge. We have what? A corporate global challenge. And what's this corporate global challenge? Let's look at that. We say the speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. It's as simple as that, and that is true. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. Now, what is the challenge? We want to quickly look at that. What is the challenge? We say 2.4 million units will be sold is the challenge. Where do we get 2.4 million units for? We need collective effort to get that. So that is the challenge on ground as we speak today. Now we also say that solving that every time you as a shareholder, as a co-owner, as a subscriber, you solve a unit of this challenge. By the time you solve one of this challenge, anytime you solve a unit of this 2.4 million challenge, you don't just hear thank you, or rather you also do what? Get paid for that solution you've done or you've provided. Now let's look at it. We say, how do you solve the challenge? It's very simple. We say, become an active campaigner, sell units of SWIFTtrip shares and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. Become an active campaigner, sell units of SWIFTtrip shares and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. If you decide to be our mouthpiece, you decide to be the voice of SWIFTtrip by sharing and helping people to see the opportunity in SWIFTtrip, the privilege that is waiting for them or in SWIFTtrip, then you are qualified to earn massively from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. And what or how much is the pool fund that is available as we speak? $191,200,000. That is the amount that is available for you and I as we speak today. And how do we get that? We simply did $80 multiplied by unsold units that are yet to be sold in SWIFTtrip, and it gave us $191,200,000. Remember that by the time this price increased to $250, this campaign sponsorship pool fund as well will increase. Okay, now let's look at the next slide, which shows us or which tells us that SWIFTtrip campaign pays. Now, how you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund? It's very simple. We say once you sell a unit of this slot, you get paid. If you tell someone about SWIFTtrip, you get paid, which is, this is how it's been shared. You tell someone directly, maybe you help someone see the light in SWIFTtrip, you help someone see the opportunity in SWIFTtrip, and the person says, okay, I love this business, I want to be part of it. It simply means you've helped someone, and the company pays you $50. Okay, now from every of your first generation, you will just keep earning $50. That simply means from every person you tell directly and they see the vision, they see the light in it, and they register, you simply earn $50 from them. Then from your second generation, which is those people you told, if they tell others or they help others see the vision and they register, then you earn $15, while they themselves earn $50. You're earning $15 because that's your second generational bonus. Okay, then from your third generational bonus, what you will be earning is $10. From your fourth generational bonus, what you will be earning is $5. Now if you sum all of this together, 50 plus $15, that is $65, plus $10, that is $75, plus $5, that's $80. That brings us back to this $80 we are telling you about. You know, we said from that $180 you're paying, from the $180 you're paying, $80 is used for campaign, while $100 is a project fee. So look at how the $80 has been shared. And that's not all. There are a whole lot for you to earn from in SWIFTtrip now that we are still at this vision phase. And we have the next one, which is the extra campaign cash award. You love the idea of the $50 of the advert bonus you're being paid, and you decide to run with this vision. You decide to talk to more persons about SWIFTtrip, to help more souls, to liberate more souls from poverty. And the company sees you, maybe you went ahead to talk to more persons, you're able to talk to 50 persons. The company gives you a $50 cash award, and you are known as what? SWIFTtrip runner. The company recognizes you as what? SWIFTtrip runner. And you love it, you go ahead to talk to more persons, and you're able to register 500 persons directly under you. The company sees you as SWIFTtrip icon, and you are appreciated with $1,000. You go ahead to talk to more persons, you talk to 5,000 persons directly under you, you're being appreciated with $10,000, and you are considered the face of SWIFTtrip. So you can see there are a whole lot that is available for you and I to earn now that we are yet to launch the business. So you can become a millionaire now that we've not launched the business, and also you can become a trillionaire when the business is launched. We say, do not miss SWIFTtrip Profit Share offer for any reason. This is our candy advice to everyone listening to us. Do not miss SWIFTtrip Profit Share, because if you do, you have no other thing than to regret the opportunity, or to regret the fact that you did not venture into the business. So there are a lot of persons that wouldn't want to make the mistake twice. Example, the people that missed out on Uber, the people that missed out on Coca-Cola, the people that missed out on massive business projects that was once at the infant stage, and they saw it, but then they were too smart, they were too wise to buy into it. So do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Now you want to register. It's very simple. We say subscribe now and make your payment of $180 to the company's account. Now let me quickly show you, in case you want to know how much the company how much $180 is today. Please always go to the website whenever you want to make your payment, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. Visit the website, and once you visit the website, you will get more details, or you will know the exact amount to pay to the company's account. Okay, now this is the website. Please always read the disclaimer before you proceed. Okay, so this is the website, and you can see I'm trying to zoom this. Okay, so I believe we can see this now. You can see node bot, available node. Please, if you're making payment, always make sure you're making your payment with the USD inflow. Somebody made a payment yesterday, and the payment was not complete, and I noticed the person used the USD outflow to make the payment. This is something we've always been announcing. Okay, so if you're making your payment, always make sure you use the USD inflow. Okay, so you multiply whatever you have in the USD inflow, which is 1,000. For today it's 1,564. Multiply by 1,000, multiply by $180. Okay, whatever it gives you, that is what you will pay. Then you simply come here and also copy the account number. Once you copy it by clicking on this box, it's paid. So you can see you're paying to SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD. Please do not make payment to an individual account or to anybody's account. Make sure you're making your payment only to the company's account, SWIFTIFY Technologies LTD, FCMB. And like I said, you can copy the account number by clicking on this box. And maybe you want to make payments by USDT TRC20, click on this box. Also BEP, click on this box. You want to make payment via BTC, click on this box, and the address is copied. Okay, so this is the USD also, which is used by the company to pay out advert bonus. Okay, this is not for you, this is for the company. Why? If you want to make payment to the company's account, you use this. So this is for you if you want to make payment. So you can see the application form for our 20-story hospitality project, which is the Swift Home Loan Program. I will say get 30 to 50% ROI in 3 months, and this is a 10.9 billion naira project. Our land, like I said earlier, on land has been secured, and minimum investment is 1 million naira, and this lasts till July 31st 2025. Okay, last till July 31st 2025. Hope I did not say 2021. It's 2025. Okay, so like I said, you can earn 30 to 50% ROI. If you're paying from 5 million, from 4 million downwards, you're getting 30%, and if you're paying from 5 million upward, you're getting 50% ROI in 3 months. So you can also say Swift Homes 20-story loan program application form. All you just have to do is to click this. If maybe you're looking at getting money at the middle of the month, or maybe next week, 2 weeks time, or before the ending of this July, you can download this form and fill the form. Once you fill the form, there's a date, or there's a column that you will indicate the date that you will be making your payments, the day and date you'll be making your own payment. So you can download this form and fill it now, and then print, fill, and then scan and submit to this number, as you can see on the screen, 07012985596. Submit to that number via WhatsApp. Please do not send it to the international admin. Okay, just send it to that number on WhatsApp. Then download the MOU template and see how it looks like. Okay, so learn more about our loan program. You can see the AI generated videos for the Swift Homes. Okay, then this is our land. This was where the CEO talked to us or addressed the shareholders of SWIFTtrip from. That is the land we secured. Okay, these are videos that are helpful for you to also get better understanding of SWIFTtrip. Okay, so that is that. We are always live, like I said earlier on. We are always live 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. daily. So invite your friends, invite everyone, your colleague, your siblings, if they choose to join. invite them, and let them get better understanding of what this business is all about. On Sunday, we are live just once at 8 p.m. Okay, so thank you very much, and we really want to appreciate you. Once you're done making your payment, please send your proof of payment to that person that told you about SWIFTtrip. That person is your sponsor. Okay, look at it. We say send your proof of payment to your sponsor, the person that shared the link to you, the person that posted it on his or her status, the person that posted it on the group that you saw. That person is your sponsor. So once you send a proof of payment to your sponsor, also send your name, their full name, your phone number, and your email. These are the details that will be used for your registration. Then once you've sent those details, your sponsor will contact the hub admin, and if there is no hub admin in that state, your sponsor will contact the company's admin, and once the payment is confirmed, registration will be made right away. So that is that, and this particular slide is for the shareholders of SWIFTtrip in Port Harcourt. We say ticket booking headquarters event every Saturday. Gain access to your VIP ticket. Book now to this number 0903944953. Invite friends and advert bonuses and SWIFTtrip campaign award. Okay, so amazing, and it's unique. It's amazing. We are here talking about SWIFTtrip, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of us here in this meeting that has made today's meeting a success. Without you, we won't be here today. Without you, we won't be talking about SWIFTtrip. So we really want to say thank you for availing yourself, for joining us this morning to get a better understanding of what SWIFTtrip entails. That is why you are an able shareholder of SWIFTtrip. That is why you are an ambassador of SWIFTtrip. So our sincere gratitude goes to every one of you. And to the first timers, those that are joining us for the very first time, we'll say welcome, and we love you. We'll welcome you to this big family, SWIFTtrip, and together we'll do great things. Okay, so quickly, I will be introducing the hub admins of SWIFTtrip, and also this is the time for questions. If all we have said you have questions, it is maybe one or two that you really are yet to understand, please, this is a period, or this is a time whereby you ask your question and answer will be given to you. Okay, so we want to appreciate the fact that we have the CEO in the house. Is always present in the house. Thank you very much, Honorable Richard, and we really appreciate you. I think network has taken him out just now. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And the hub admin in person, the first on my list here is Ambassador Goodluck Wachiku, who is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Anambra. But thank you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And to our shareholders, to our friends, those that are new in the house today, if you're in Anambra, please, here is the person you can contact, and he will give you a detailed breakdown of what SWIFTtrip is all about. Thank you very much, Ambassador Goodluck Wachiku. We thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Okay, so we also have Ambassador Dr. Tamke, who is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Edo State. Okay, that is my own state. I'm from Edo, and he is the one in charge of the Edo State. We really appreciate you very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. Thank you for your doggedness. Thank you for all you do for us. We really appreciate you. We say thank you very much, sir. And to those of us that are in Edo State, those of us that are in Edo State, shareholders and intending shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we say thank you for connecting with us. Thank you for connecting with us. And if you're in that state, please do well to connect with Ambassador Dr. Tamke. Ambassador Dr. Tamke, and then he will put you aright on everything that you need to know. Okay, so we want to look at the next on the list in person of Ambassador C. Prime Chukuma, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Enugu State, our active man, always active. Thank you very much for your consistency. Thank you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. We really appreciate you. That is our Ambassador C. Prime, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Enugu. To those of us that are in Enugu, please, it's a privilege to connect you with Ambassador C. Prime. Okay, so just meet with him and he will guide you on everything you need to know about SWIFTtrip. Thank you once again very much, sir, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And we have Madam Selin Ifeanyi, our doctor. She is the hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Imo State, Owerri. Thank you very much. Despite how demanding a profession is, she still have time to grace our meeting. She still have time to campaign about SWIFTtrip. You can see she is a doctor by profession. Her husband is a doctor by profession, but yet, because of the passion she has for SWIFTtrip, she still creates that little time to always attend the meeting and also campaign more about SWIFTtrip. We thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do for SWIFTtrip. And to those of us that are in the house today that are in Owerri, please do well to connect with Mommy. I bet you she will do a good breakdown for you for any question you want to ask about SWIFTtrip. Thank you very much, ma'am. Our Mommy is always, as she's doing her work, she's campaigning SWIFTtrip. It's not easy. Thank you very much. That passion is massive. It's massive. Who else do we have in the house? Let me see, so I don't omit anybody. Okay, these are all the hub admins we have in the house this morning. Please hope I'm not omitting anyone. Okay, so that is that. And I want to say thank you for every one of us that had stayed till the end of this presentation. And like I said, it's time for question. You have question, you want to ask question, please do well to click the middle button to speak, and the privilege will be given to you to ask your question. What is that you want to understand? What is that you want to know? Do you have question? Please do well to raise your hands by clicking on the middle button. All right, we have our ambassador Chukwuemeka Omesu, the hub admin of SWIFTtrip, the first hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abakaliki. Okay, you can see here, if you can see my arrow, this is Ambassador Chukwuemeka. So in this picture, we also have the first and the second hub admin of SWIFTtrip in Abakaliki. Okay, you can see that they are really working hard to make sure that this good news gets to every house over there in Abakaliki. Okay, so thank you very much, Ambassador Chukwuemeka. Thank you very much, Dr. Nna, who is in this picture today. Thank you. We appreciate you for all you do for SWIFTtrip. So if you're here in the house and you're in Abakaliki, please do well to connect with Ambassador Chukwuemeka.
Tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner.
Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner.
Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets.
Yeah, it's really an awesome one, and we give glory to God for this awesome place we've got. This is just a section of it. Over that way, as you can see on the drone, just close to the express. It's an amazing sight, and I do say thank you to the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip who have believed in this cause. All through since 2021, we've been saying we will. And today, we are at the center of Port Harcourt City, owning a massive plot of land where we're going to be erecting a 20-story hospitality facility, which will be called the Swift Homes. It's incredible, and once again, it's all credit to you, the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. So we give glory to God Almighty for bringing us this far. And right now, we've been able to create plans on how this project is going to kick off massively. And it's going to be an opportunity that you, as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, can leverage in. Please take note, if you're not a shareholder of SWIFTtrip, you can partake in this program. And we encourage you, if you would be interested in leveraging on this opportunity, then you must first sign up as a shareholder of SWIFTtrip. Now, we've given the opportunity for shareholders to buy minimum of extra 10 notes, which would not be dummy notes. If you're hearing dummy notes for the first time, it means you're new to SWIFTtrip. Now, the dummy notes were sold in the past to our able shareholders for kind of a boost in their profits. They bought it low and could be sold at whatever, $200,000, as the case would be at the launch of SWIFTtrip, for those who were able to keep theirs to that time. So for persons who are selling even their dummy notes now, it has been so profitable to them. But what we're talking about are exclusive extra node units that are going to pay you the same way that share you own now will pay you. The dummy nodes can do that for you. The dummy nodes must be resold, but these nodes will pay you for life. And it's incredible. So we're giving you that privilege. I know many people have been feeling somehow, knowing that those persons who would be the billionaires, the trillionaires coming into SWIFTtrip at the launch of SWIFTtrip, they can afford 10, 20, 50, $200,000. It's theirs. They want how many slots, we'll give it to them. Right, but I know that the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip who started this vision earlier with us, they might be feeling somehow, if only I could have access to this. And here is the opportunity. Make good use of it. For the other part of this opportunity is the loan leverage. SWIFTtrip needs to access good funds, minimum of 2 billion naira, to kickstart this thing. Okay? And we are giving that access or that offering to our shareholders only to lend us that funds. Give it to us. You have a dormant fund just lying dormant in your bank account. What's it doing there? Bring it into SWIFTtrip. In the space of 3 months, that is going to yield for you a profit of 30% to 50%, as the case would be. That's depending on the volume of the capital you're investing into SWIFTtrip. And I know many people are also concerned, feeling, are you sure SWIFTtrip is not going into the ROI investment kind of stuff? What if this makes SWIFTtrip to go down? What if it fades away like the Ponzi schemes? All of those concerns, I know it's inside of you, but trust me, SWIFTtrip is dynamic. SWIFTtrip is different from all of those things out there. It is clear how this thing would just change your life. It is obvious, but I'm not going to share that with you. I keep it as a secret because I can boldly tell you that there are many persons copying the strategy of SWIFTtrip out there. Yeah. And they expect me to explain this to them I am not going to explain it. For those who will partake out of this, congratulations. For those who will be skeptical until others make do with the opportunity and it's gone, congratulations to them. We bounce right to the top. See you some other time. Bye-bye.
Aviation wings, we touch the sky. E-taxi ready, no need to wait. Click and ride, we never late. E-commerce vibe, shop with ease. Logistics moving like a breeze. Hospitality, feel the care. SWIFTtrip's got you everywhere. We moving with SWIFTtrip, oh yeah. Own the future, come get your share. Just $180, you there. 5 core services, be aware. Richard's and Nadi leading the rise. CEO with the vision worldwide. Like minds come and align. Co-own the dream, now's the time. Co-own the dream, now's the time. Not just a ride, it's a way of life. From your screen to the air, no strife. Join the wave, come level up. Invest in more than just luck. This ain't capital the old school way. It's people powered every day. Click, share, tell a friend. We own together till the end. We moving with SWIFTtrip, oh yeah. Own the future, come get your share. Just $180, you there. 5 core services, be aware. Richards and I leading the rise. CEO with the vision worldwide. Like minds come and align. Co-own the dream, now's the time.
Awesome. To the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we say thank you so much for this amazing height that your belief has brought SWIFTtrip onto. And today we're so happy that we've come to erect our signpost on the land, and you can see the kiosks, you can see all of the background, the keke buses. All of this is kind of, there will be a time given for these persons to evacuate the place. And July 15th, we'll be giving you updates of how the clearing, the bulldozing, and all of these things will be happening over here. Thank you so much, and all of this credit is to the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, and we say glory to God. So we're bouncing right to the top. See you there. What do you have to say?
Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we bounce. We bounce
right to the top. I love you all.
Invest with us, life go set, no pressure. People rise, we go far, no doubt. Just $180, shine bright, no flout. Richards and Nadi, the boss with the lead. CO, vision clear, we go succeed. Like minds, no time to waste. Co-own the dream, no time to wait. Stay with us, make you no go miss out. For something we go change your life, oh. Join SWIFTtrip today, oh. Make you no go miss out, oh. Check. Logistics. Hospitality.
SWIFTtrip, make it go.
Therefore, Lord, we decree that whatever we are going to do in this land shall be a success.
Amen.
No man born of a woman shall be able to stand against it.
Amen.
Even if they want to turn this place to a coven in the night, it shall not stand.
Amen.
Neither shall it come to pass.
Amen.